Hello, everyone out there. It's highpriestesskathie, Miss Kathy, and late tonight, early morning, wherever you are in the world, we are going to take a look at another Greek mythology story. And make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. Okay? Now, I hope you all are doing well. After we watch the video tonight, we are going to be doing some live readings. So if you're interested in that, then all you would need to do is make a donation in the super chat or to my Cash App, which is $beekeeper100. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the new video here I want to share with you all. So I'm going to go on over to the share screen. And so this is going to be about 16, 17 minutes. And then, like I said, if any of you are wanting a live reading, then let me know in the chat. So here we go.
Psyche was one of three daughters of a noble Greek king. Her two sisters were beautiful, but Psyche's gorgeousness was so blatantly evident that she attracted everyone's attention, something that made her sisters quite jealous. People from distant kingdoms traveled long distances just to witness such beauty. Psyche began to be worshipped, as if she was a deity, and the tributes once paid to Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, were now focused on the young and beautiful princess. The goddess was outraged after noticing how empty her temple was, while Psyche had around her parades of people admiring her youthful beauty. Aphrodite decided to punish the young girl responsible for such defiance and ordered her son Eros, the god of love and passion, to use his arc to make Psyche fall in love with the horrendous creature.
Now, one thing about these mythology stories is that the goddesses are always jealous of the human women who look beautiful and always get the attention of the other gods. So it's always something going on if you didn't notice in that. So let's continue on with the story.
At night, Eros walked to the princess's room, who was asleep. Eros pointed his golden arrow to the princess, a weapon that could make any wounded person fall in love, even the gods. As he admired her, Eros was amazed by Psyche's splendorous beauty. "The fact that my mother is jealous of this mortal being is no coincidence. Her beauty can eclipse the most beautiful among the nymphs and goddess." Suddenly, Psyche turned herself during her sleep, and this unexpected movement distracted Eros, who inadvertently injured himself with his own weapon. The wounded god immediately fell in love with the young and beautiful mortal being, and due to his love, Eros couldn't finish his mission, and nor did he hurt Psyche. However, Aphrodite couldn't let the princess go without any punishment. So, despite her beauty, the young girl would never be pursued by any claimant. Her sisters got married, and Psyche, the most beautiful, remained single. And one of her sisters said,
"Psyche, Psyche, you have always been adored by all, but you remain single, while my sister and I are already quite well married with men of the finest noble lineage."
The king, Psyche's father, was already unsettled by his favorite daughter's situation, and decided to pay a visit to the Oracle of Delphi, looking for answers. Through the Pythoness, god Apollo uttered the following words:
"Your daughter will marry a perverse and winged being, one who finds happiness in hurting mortal beings and gods.
Your princess must be abandoned near the abyss with wedding garments. This is the place where she will be delivered to the dreadful creature who will be the cause of her death.
Apollo was talking about Eros, the god of love. The god Apollo was deeply resentful of Eros, since he forced the god of music to endure an unrequited love. The king, desolated, kept resisting the idea of having to lose her daughter, but persuaded by Psyche's sisters, he decided to follow the oracle's guidance to avoid an even bigger curse, which would certainly fall upon the kingdom. The princess was taken to the abyss, along with a wedding march, which resembled a funeral march more than anything else. Psyche, listening to her father's weeping, said,
Why are you regretting my luck? Some time ago you were proud of seeing me being worshipped as a goddess, even though you were aware of how sacrilegious that was. Now take me to the peak of the mountain and let me find my sad fate.
Psyche was abandoned near the abyss, waiting for...
So it was actually her father's fault for treating her like she was more beautiful than any of the other goddesses of Aphrodite. And like, you know, this story goes on to say so many people from around the world would come to look at her and gaze upon her beauty. You know, the goddess didn't like that.
her terrible husband. A breeze started to take Psyche towards the sky. This wind was the god Zephyrus, also known as the West Wind, who then took the princess to a palace in the clouds, where Psyche would finally meet the husband to whom she was promised. Psyche had been abandoned near a precipice where, as per designated by the Oracle of Delphi, she would be delivered to a cruel creature. Zephyrus, a deity of the winds, took the princess and led her to a beautiful palace located in the clouds. The place was extremely wealthy and included gold and silver-plated ornaments. The palace also had gardens of an immense beauty, the kind where not even the most skillful gardeners would be able to cultivate. Psyche was astounded by such beauty and heard a voice talking to her. "My lady, everything you're now seeing is yours, and we're in a position where we can offer you anything you want." There was no one around her, but the young girl noticed that those were invisible servants. They helped her during the bath, the meals, and sang beautiful songs, telling her that her husband would only appear at night, ready to consummate their marriage. The night arrived, and anxious, Psyche awaited in her bed for her dreaded husband. The room was engulfed in absolute darkness.
And one thing about these stories, the Greeks, it's like all of the women, they don't have a choice in who they really want. Even with Zeus, with the human women he would come mess with or whatever, they didn't have a choice. Like it's very male driven. Okay.
It was impossible to see any shadow. The young girl felt the presence of her husband in the room, and, unlike what she was expecting, she was treated with all the love and affection. Every single night, Psyche was visited by her husband, and with him, she enjoyed nights of intense love and pleasure. But when dawn arrived, he was already gone. In one of those nights, Psyche asked,
My love, why do you always hide in the shadows? I'd love to know how you really are.
"Isn't the love we share enough? All I'm asking is that..."
He hit it all night. Then when the morning come, he was out of there. Oh my God, I had to say that. I had to say that, y'all. Let's carry on.
"That you don't try to see me. In the darkness, we are equals." Psyche decided to abide by the husband's request and never mentioned the subject again. However, as time went by, Psyche started to miss her family and asked the following.
My husband, I miss my family so much, and my heart aches knowing that they think I'm dead. I beg you to let me visit them.
Eros accepted Psyche's request because, according to his thoughts, if she decided to return after having been released, That would be the ultimate proof of her genuine love. Psyche's relatives were surprised by the young girl's return, who they thought they would never see again, and her return was nothing short of exhilarating. Ornamented with the most beautiful jewels, Psyche resembled the wealthiest of all queens. Her jealous sisters didn't believe in any of Psyche's stories, which she told while offering stunning presents to her relatives.
Our sister tends to exaggerate everything she says. I don't believe that everything she mentions is that wonderful.
You don't need to believe in me. Come, and you'll see it with your own eyes.
And so Zephyrus the West Wind took Psyche and her sisters to the heavenly palace, and they realized that everything that their sister said was indeed the truth. But that only fostered the jealousy of her sisters even more, who said,
I know everything looks wonderful, but can't you recall what the oracle said? You've married a monster and he will be responsible for your death. Do this. When you sense he is asleep, grab a knife, turn the light on, and cut his throat.
Her sisters walked away, but they planted the seed of mistrust in Psyche's heart. Night arrived, and her husband was already sleeping next.
That's why you have to be careful who you listen to, because people will plant seeds inside of you. You know, you don't even know why you're thinking this way or why you're feeling this way. And it's because it's something that they said. And in the story right here, her sisters are haters. Okay. So let's go.
To her. The young girl grabbed the knife and lighted a lamp. When she approached the bed, Psyche noticed that he wasn't a monster, rather a young man with a stunning beauty. The girl got closer to contemplate her husband's incredulous beauty and concluded that he could only be a god. However, a drop of oil haphazardly fell off the lamp, hitting and burning Eros' chest, who woke up frightened, seeing Psyche with a knife in her hand. How can you be such a fool? Is this how you repay my love? Thinking that I'm a monster and wanting to slash my throat?
Forgive me, my love. I know I've committed an error, but we can fix it.
I only asked you one thing, and you couldn't do it. And so you'll never see me again. Eros flew out of the window. Psyche jumped after him, but couldn't manage to catch him, and so she hit the ground. The fall's injuries were mild, but her heart was deeply shattered. Knowing that Psyche had returned, her sisters ran to the precipice, waiting for the god to take them. Zephyrus started to blow his wind, and the sisters jumped into his arms, but he didn't grab them, and so they fell right from the top of the abyss. Desolated, the poor Psyche decided to devote herself to goddess Demeter at her temple, but she never stopped to think about her lost love for a single minute.
So the sisters got theirs in the end.
Psyche had been abandoned by Eros. Desolated, the young girl made the decision to devote herself to the temple of the goddess Demeter. She did all her tasks with extreme dedication, but even that amount of work was not enough to make her forget her lost love just for a minute. The goddess Demeter felt sorry for the poor girl and decided to help her.
I feel compassion for your pain, and so I'm giving you the following advice.
Visit Aphrodite's temple and offer yourself with humbleness and submission.
And perhaps you will curb the goddess's wrath, and who knows, maybe you'll even reconquer your love.
Listening to the goddess's advice, Psyche visited the temple of the goddess of love. The young girl was welcomed by Aphrodite with a great dose of mistrust.
I'm willing to do anything to at least have one chance to get your forgiveness and reconquer my love.
The most insolent and disloyal of all creatures in these lands now wants to be a servant of mine. You cannot just believe that you will have my forgiveness so easily, after having stolen my tributes and hurting my son. Purging your sins will be quite painful, and you will have to undergo the hardest works, which may jeopardize your life.
As her first deed, Psyche would have to visit the granary and separate the different sorts of grains, which were completely mixed. The difficulty of such a task would have stunned even Hercules. The god Eros, who, hidden, was watching everything, asked the ants to help Psyche in her task, and the young girl managed to finish it within record time. Aphrodite was outraged with how quickly she completed the job and ordered Psyche to bring her the golden wool of dangerous sheep. With the helpful advice of the river god, the young girl was able to shear the lambs without being attacked. The god of beauty then demanded water from the source of the Styx, located on the top of a mountain. The task appeared to be unsurmountable, but Zeus ordered his eagle to gather water from the source and then deliver it to Psyche. And so the job was achieved.
I know you have completed these tasks thanks to the pity of the gods, but your next one will cost something that only you can pay. The hassles you have caused me have eroded my beauty. So I'm ordering you to go to the kingdom of Hades and ask Queen Persephone to fill this box with beauty, to regain my splendor. With that, you will have my forgiveness and my blessing to reunite with my son.
Psyche knew her end was nigh. She couldn't find a way to access the underworld unless she decided to take her own life. The young girl was ready to jump off from the top of a tower when she heard a voice. "There's another way. I'll tell you the route and how you can overcome the obstacles known as Charon the ferryman and Cerberus, the three-headed dog. But when you come back, don't ever open the box in any situation." Psyche descended through a cave and reached the bank.
Now, do y'all think she's going to open the box? I'm not saying nothing. I'm not going to be the spoiler of this. Let's get back. This is getting deep, okay? This is getting deep.
Of the Acheron in the underworld. She gave 2 coins to Charon the ferryman as his pay, telling him,
I'm at the service of the goddess Aphrodite, and I have a meeting with Queen Persephone who is waiting for me.
She crossed the river of the souls towards Hades' domains. Face to face with Persephone, Psyche asked,
I'm here at Aphrodite's request, who asks you to fill this box with a bit of your beauty so that she can restore hers.
Persephone gave her the box back, which was now heavier, and she set sail towards the exit gates of the underworld. She encountered Cerberus, which prevented her passage. However, she had with her barley bread and honey soaked with soporific medicine, which she handed to the dog. It fell asleep right away, and so Psyche kept walking towards the surface. While the ferryman was taking her back, the young girl noticed her own reflection in the waters, and noticed how tired she looked due to all those efforts. As she ascended to the surface, Psyche thought,
This box is almost bursting with beauty. There's nothing wrong with taking some of it for me. And when I re-encounter my love, I will be beautiful and splendorous for him.
Psyche opened the box, and a black mist slipped out of it. Breathing in this mist, Psyche started to black out, and her life moved out of her body. Aware of what had happened, Eros departed to find his love. When he found Psyche, she was already cold like a cadaver. Thanatos, the personification of death, was already next to the young girl's body. Using his powers, Eros removed the deadly mist from his lover's body and put it back into the box. Psyche woke up in the arms of Eros and said,
My love, I now know that I can look into your eyes without running the risk of losing you.
and so the couple kissed each other infatuatedly. Eros ordered Psyche to finish her job, delivering the box to Aphrodite. In the meantime, the god of love flew to Mount Olympus, where he begged Zeus to convince Aphrodite to allow the couple's union. Psyche was taken to Mount Olympus, where all gods were waiting for her. And from the hand of Zeus himself, she was offered the nectar and the ambrosia, elements which conceded immortality. And so the supreme god uttered,
Psyche, you had walked a strenuous path, But in the end, you managed to complete your journey. Now you are immortal and free from the obstacles created by men's ignorance. And the bond that ties you and your husband will never be broken, and this love you have shall last throughout eternity.
Hedone, the deity of pleasure, was born from the union of Eros and Psyche, and the couple's love lasts throughout eternity.
Oh, that is so nice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So she did end up opening the box, but thank goodness it, ended well, even though she had, you know, opened it up and died. Thank goodness her lover was there to save her. He was looking after her the whole time. So that's what happens when you fall in love with a Greek god. So I appreciate you all for, watching the movie with me. I am getting ready to do some live tarot card readings. So if you guys want one, please let me know on the chat. And also, I wanted to do a spirit celebrity reading as well over Trina because she lost her niece in a shooting this weekend. And, it's very, very sad. Her niece was just 17 years old. Hey, Califia, how are you doing? Hey, Barbie. Thank you so much for showing up, Barbie. Yes, yes. And Califia, I think I said that right. Yes. So these things happen, but it's so much going on in the world today, y'all. And we are definitely living in times that are the worst times ever in history. And a lot of that has to do with mental illness. All right. It has to do with parenting, being around not good parents or having no parental guidance at all. With a lot of different mental illnesses, if you're born and you've been neglected a lot, some people, they become detached from their souls, and they're able to do the most horrendous things. And it's like this society has given birth to so many narcissists. Okay, this is like the society of narcissists overload. And so there's a lot of people that are doing things without having a conscience. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I know no one's perfect, but it's just really some bad stuff going on out there and also in the universe. And, things are kind of like up and down. So I know things will get, better, especially for us that are in the United States. I know a lot of people are worried about, the recession, the economy, money is tight with everyone. So if you're having some money experiences or some money issues, don't feel bad. It's kind of like a trickle down effect because even in the the food pyramid, how you know uh, we're dependent on eating this food, or certain animals are dependent on eating other certain animals. Well, that's not the food pyramid, but well, anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Things are just not the same. So there's a lot of lack in different places that it's affecting everyone on a total pole. How's about that? So it's affecting everyone on the totem pole. So once again, if you guys are wanting a reading, make sure you let me know in the super chat. So I've already shuffled my cards here, and I'm going to get into the reading about Trina and her niece. And before I do that, I think I need to play the video for you guys so you guys can kind of look to and see what type of feeling you're getting from what had happened to her and all that, because we'll just, kind of talk back and forth while we're watching this. So let's see here. And her niece, her name was Sugar Baby, I believe. Yeah, just 17 years old, which is really, really sad, And this is like just a couple of, let's see if I can find something recent today. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Okay, here's something today.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hip hop star Trina and her family.
Right. To play around with this. Yes. Okay, Califia, thank you so much. Thank you. I think I did hear the cash app. So this video is just going to be a minute. I'm going to play right quick, and then after that, I'll get to your reading, and then we'll go back over the Spirit Celebrity reading about Trina. And I appreciate y'all so much. Okay. Let me share the screen here.
Family are said to have been left reeling after the victim, who they refer to as Baby Sugar, was killed on Tuesday evening. An American rapper's niece has been shot and killed in Miami after her family said that she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. The hip-hop star and her family are said to have been left reeling after the victim, who they refer to as Baby Sugar, was killed on Tuesday evening. According to TMZ, sources close to Trina said that her niece was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Police also told the publication that she was said to be visiting the area when the incident occurred. It has not yet been determined if the attack was targeted or random. It has been reported that 2 other women were shot during the incident, though their condition is not known. Trina is yet to address the death, but fans have taken to Twitter to share their condolences with the rapper. One tweeted, "Trina lost her brother, her mother, and now her niece, praying for the baddest and her strength today." While another commented, "Praying for Trina, she probably ain't even recovered from losing her mother, and now somebody shot her niece. That was like her daughter. That shit's so sad." A third wrote, "Not y'all shooting at Trina and her niece died. What the fuck is going on in Miami?" Sending up prayers and condolences to Laura and Trina and the rest of the family. Laura's 17-year-old daughter Trina's niece was just killed last night in Miami's infamous pork and bean projects, the Beans. All this unnecessary killing is way out of hand. Another commented. One tweeted, "Trina's niece was only 17, SMMFH. Thanks for listening. For more celebrity news, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. You can get your question ready, Califia, or let me know if you just want a general reading or anything like that. Yeah, you guys have to really watch who you're around, especially those of you who are younger watching this. Things happen, but it's just, I know some people, it seems like they're so exciting to be around. They got guns, they're, badasses or whatever, but nothing is worth your life. And that young girl looked just like Trina. You can tell that, their family and everything like that. And it's really, really sad. That young girl had her whole life ahead of her. And Now her family has to pick up the pieces. So you guys send your positive energy and prayers and, all of that out to Trina. I know she lost her mother and she had to turn around and lose her niece in this way. It's very, very, very tragic, and it's a lot to deal with. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn off the cam here. Okay, so you guys can see, not quite me, but at least see the cards. All right, so Califia says, general reading, and then she says, I want to write a book. Should I get a ghostwriter or write it myself? Okay. Let me see here. Should she get a ghostwriter or write it herself? Okay, let me set the timer. It's for 5 minutes. Let's see here. Here's a timer. Here. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this right here, the market card in your situation. So this is representing money and, material things, good things coming your way, new people you're going to be meeting, coming across. So this is a very good card in regards to your situation with your book, because that means your book is going to do very well when you get it all together. So that's good. You're going to have people that's going to want it, that's going to want to support you because they like you. So make sure you do that. Yeah, definitely do that. And right here, this is showing here that it's going to be kind of tough. It's like you've been having some obstacles, trying to, bring everything together. And it's okay to have help. This is, like representing, other things coming against you. And, sometimes people can be a distraction. So you got a lot of distractions and stuff going on when it comes to you writing this book. So it's okay to get help or have a second opinion. I would recommend getting the ghostwriter, basically, because it's, it's just showing the obstacles here with you trying to get it the way that you want it. Like it's going to be successful, but it can be even more successful. You know what I'm saying? So, do your part, do what you can do or whatever, and then allow someone to come in and help you, so things are not like overwhelming and you're trying to tackle, all of this and you're worried and concerned. It's okay to get someone professional, because, spirit is showing me too, like, like this book that you're trying to write is coming from your heart and your soul. Okay, so this is going to be important for you. So definitely make sure you take care of the little bitty stuff, because it's like, I'm seeing like if you don't, you're always going to be wondering like, what if should I have done this? Should I have done that? And also with you getting someone to help you, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna give you the shine. It's gonna be good for you, your self-confidence, and it's also in a place of healing for you too. So I'm not really sure what type of book you're trying to write, but it seems like this is going to be helping you as well, looking at yourself and recognizing, who you truly are, because it's almost like through the past few years, you've kind of lost track of yourself a little bit, but it's like you're on track, but you kind of like lost a little bit. So, this accomplishment is going to be a huge self-confidence booster for you. It's going to be a huge accomplishment for you. So with something like that, make sure that you got someone helping you. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay, because, Spirit is showing me here, and even the cards are revealing, it's going to be a lot, a long journey if you try to tackle this really on your own right now, So, yeah. Oh, wow. It's a oh wow, see y'all, it's a 3-book sequel. Yeah, so you definitely need like someone to help back you, to make sure that people see it from another angle. You know what I mean? So with that, there's going to be people that's going to want to support you as well because of your book. Wow, she said it's a book about her life. Okay, so that's where it's coming from. It's like, this is going to be a huge accomplishment. And, your book is also going to help, other people, and that's what this is all about too. Like, the journey, the time, it's like, you don't have to spend all of that time trying to, do it all yourself. It's like you getting some help. It's going to cut the time down in half so you can spend the other time, letting people know about your book and different things like that. And, whenever you get it up and going, make sure you come on my channel and tell me about it, because I love to hear about other people, in the spiritual community or just in general, writing new books and things like that. So, definitely, yeah, don't go into it alone. Make sure you got, so because the days you may not feel like doing something, then you'll have somebody, that's making sure, they're doing their part on the way. Okay. So yes. Now, if you would like for me to keep going, you can make another donation, or if you're done, if someone else is also wanting a reading, let me know. So I'm going to give the cards another good shuffle here. And yes, thank you. You are very welcome. You are very welcome indeed. Very welcome indeed. Yes. And so a lot of you are like that. A lot of you have books inside of you, and you just have to, find the time to let it out, and like I'm telling Califia, it's okay that you get help. Definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. For those of you who are wanting to find out more about me, make sure you check the description box as well. And you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you guys know when I'm coming on. I try to be on Mondays. I know I've been busy this week, so that's why I'm on tonight. But I'm definitely trying to be consistent with being on every week. So for those of you who are new or you're just tuning in, make sure you go back to the video because we had a great video. It was about 16 minutes talking about Eros and Greek mythology and whatnot. So all of that will be in the title as well. So one thing we'll do is that I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. So if another person is wanting a reading, make sure you scroll back up and you can send it here in a super chat or my Cash App, which is $Beekeeper100. And I'm going to play some positive energy music for 32 Hertz from Spirit Tribe Awakening. I want to thank Ralph Smart for allowing me to use his music on my channel. So we're going to play that, you guys, while someone else pops in. Okay. You are so very welcome. Let's see here. Okay, you guys. AK is wanting a reading. Thank you so much, AK, for the donation. Let me just cam myself up. I'm glad you are doing well, hon. Yes. Yes, you guys, make sure you like and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. All right. Stop that. There we go. All right. We'll get a couple of shuffles in right quick. And AK would like a general reading about her ancestor Oshun. Oshun. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to set the timer. 5 minutes here. Okay. All right. Okay. The first card here, this is representing Ochun, her energy of wisdom. It's like she's been, looking after you, watching over you to make sure you're good. Any negativity, any battles or whatnot that you're going through, she's seeing all of that, and she's like removing a lot of negative people, a lot of negative energy away from you. People that might be jealous of you, people that may, have an issue with you for whatever reason. It's like she sees it, and it's like she has the power over it, like she's doing what she's supposed to do, which is protect you and bless you. And this is also meaning that she's getting ready to bless you financially even more, you know. And I'm seeing like rewards as well, you know, and her wisdom is bestowed over you to make sure that you know what's good for you, what's not good for you, and you know just overall protection, like protecting your surroundings, you know, protecting your peace, your place, you know, all good energy, things like that. Like she has heard your cry, you know, she has heard all of your prayers and things like that. And, you know, Oshun, she will do that for her daughter. She will do that. She will protect you and also send guardians around to protect you. She'll do what she needs to do to make sure, you know, that she takes care of you. And this right here, this is also representing like more of the wisdom of Oshun. Okay, so you might have been having dreams or maybe daydreams of thoughts, you know, different things that you want to do. That's Oshun. You know, Oshun is doing that. And she's just guiding you more into your blessings that you're supposed to be having. And like I said, just removing the obstacles, you know, removing the obstacles. She's behind the scene, you know, fighting for you so that you can win, you know. And with those Oshun, this is also representing, you know, all of the problems and different things like that. You know, she's, you know, good with making sure certain things go away, you know, and you know some of the things that you have been doing for her, like offerings or you know asking for her help and doing things like that, you know, all those things, you know, does not go overlooked. And sometimes you may not notice things, but Oshun is wanting you to know that, you know, I'm here in the midst of everything. And just because you may not hear me say anything, it does not mean that I'm not here trying to help you take care of what you need to take care of. So, with Oshun, like I said, a lot comes with knowledge. You know, most people, they may think that they don't need you, but in the end, they find out that they do. And you know, she's just opening up. I see her giving you new ideas and things to think about, you know, how to, you know, spend your money, you know, how to manage things, you know, just giving you more to your wisdom. So you might be more aware of like, you know, what's going on in the world, what's going on in the workplace. So it's like Oshun is wanting you to like keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, you know, just observe things, you know, don't be afraid, you know, because the protection, you know, here again, we got more protection. You know, she's protecting you, she's guiding you, and definitely know that you're not alone. Yes. And that is the 5 minutes for that one, AK. And let me know if you want me to keep going with the reading or you have a different question. I'll shuffle the cards for you. I appreciate all of y'all who came through here tonight. I really do. Yes. Yeah. So basically, this is showing me that she's pleased because she's behind the scenes making things work for you. Yes, yes, yes. So if anyone else is in the chat, please let me know. I'm going to hang out here for a little while and and have some time with you guys. Yes, yes. So I don't know if y'all can hear the sirens out there, but pardon me, because they are cutting up out there tonight. Yeah, that's city life. Yeah. And it gets pretty loud too sometimes. So, yeah. Sometimes it sounds like it's musical chairs out there. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you. AK says, continue with my love life and family life with Oshun helping me and guiding me. Okay. So we're going to go for another 5 minutes here. And I still have a hand. Let me see here. Okay. 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 So, this is definitely the goddess coming through right here. All right. And this is, her blessing you, with your beauty, with your health, your body wise, and it's showing like love, love is over you. And this right here, this is representing also like there's other people like liking you or interested in you, but it's like you're not really, attracted to them. But it's like things are going to get better than the way they are right now when it comes to your love situation, and also your family situation. This is showing like, a distance here, like, they're like away from you. You know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of a distance at times, and it's like you all are still together, connected, but it's like everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's in a different place, and sometimes with that, you may feel alone, but don't feel alone because definitely Oshun is looking out for you. Your family is fine. And Oshun, I'm also seeing, she doesn't want you to feel like you have to settle for anyone either. She wants you to, go after what you want, go after what you really want. And this is going to bring, happiness for you. So, uh, don't be afraid to, step out of the norm, maybe, have a different look, dress a certain way, because Oshun, whenever she was naked a lot. Okay. So she still caught the eye of many. So basically, continue to be confident and, your body, your health, all of that. She's still, working things out for you. So, and this right here, this is also representing the love of your life that's supposed to be coming into your life. It's like he's working on it, like he's trying to make his way there, but it's almost like here, it's like it's you're doing you're doing your own thing really right now. And that goes back to what I was saying is that you may feel like, like that's, I don't like this person. That's not the person I really, really like or whatnot. But, sometimes as we grow, more spiritually, like Oshun is wanting you to and everything, which is the reason why you've been getting, like all of these messages and, with her protecting you. And like she really wants you to focus on yourself first, and she's going to take care of everything else and make sure that you and also your family, have the things that you've, worked so hard for, that you've studied so hard for. And like I said, you and your family as well, you guys are going to be okay. Uh, you know, uh, Definitely, I would say maybe make more time with, trying to communicate or maybe saying hello or something like that, that would be good. I know Oshun would approve of that. And just understanding and realize that your family, really, really loves you and they really, really want the best for you. Yeah. And I know you basically want the best for them too. And it's very, very, very important that you are successful and all of that. And you are, Oshun wants you to know that you are, you still have life ahead of you. Like I said, you're going to be, making more money. You're going to be doing more things like that. So, just keep, giving her offerings, thanking her, little things like that. And, she's looking out for you. And basically, that's what this is, no matter what trouble you may go through, always listen to that still voice, that's her, trying to enlighten you, that's your intuition, all of that is aligned to her. So never, ever, ever feel like, you're alone or you're all by yourself or whatnot, because you're not. You're not. And that's basically what Oshun wants you to know as well, is that, you may feel like you're alone in all of this, but you are not. It's just that you are set aside to do some important things in your life because of your family line and your bloodline. Okay. So embrace who you are, love yourself, because you are, a goddess in your own right, So, we all can't look alike. We all can't be alike. So embrace yourself and know what beauty you behold, in yourself. And sometimes you may not think that anybody's looking or whatever, but oh yeah, they're looking. And sometimes they may not say anything, but yeah, they're definitely looking. They're definitely looking. So, and so AK, that's that with the 5 minutes. Let me know if you want to continue on, or if you're done. And Khalifa, yes, you are so very welcome. I appreciate you coming into my live. And yes, be sure to check my description box, you guys. Yes. Yes. Okay. And you can not hook, but you can set up a private reading with me. Not hook, y'all. Okay. All right, let me give the cards a really good shuffle for this. AK wants to know, what does Oshun think of my personality as well as my humor? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Because I crack jokes with Oshun all the time. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's do another. Put on the 5-minute timer here. Okay. All right. So this right here, okay. So as far as the humor, I can see that she's pleased by the humor. Okay. This is also a, goddess card and everything. And so this is acknowledging that she's approving, that she's listening to you. And she is very, very, very happy that you are making that connection with her like that. So don't be surprised if that's the reason why, like, you're being blessed right now. Things have been going pretty okay for you, smooth right now. Things like that. She's, definitely humored. Definitely, there's a connection there, and she's proud of that with you. And this card as well, the mambo and everything. You know, um, and that's like you being her daughter and everything. So she's very, very, very connected with you. She thinks you're funny. She approves of you. So it's a good relationship. It's a good relationship there. And Oshun is known for her laugh. She has a wild and crazy laugh. And she's very, 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 very entertaining. She loves to dance and things like that. So with you telling jokes and cracking jokes and stuff with her, she's very entertained. Okay. So this is you, as well. Oshun is uh associated with fresh water. Okay, so like, your offerings, your things like that. Um, make sure that you're giving, Oshun fresh water and things like that. And, that is going to release more and more of your blessings. You know, uh, she's definitely there for you here. And also, this means that, she's very protective over you. You know what I'm saying? Even with this card right here, she's very protective over you. She will go to war for you if she needs to. And she doesn't play. She doesn't play. She doesn't mess around at all. Okay. And she loves your personality. Okay. Like I said, she thinks you're funny. When you're hurting, she's hurting, you're having issues with somebody, you're having issues with Oshun. Okay. Can we just use Beyonce as, as an analogy here? When that girl, what's her name? Carrie Hilson, I think that's her name was. She was popping and all that. And soon as she said something about Beyonce, what happened to her? Where is she now? That's usually what happens to people when they say messed up stuff about Beyonce. So when people mess with you, AK, they're messing with Oshun too. And I know that there's this guy, his name is Saucy Santana. He's been talking about Beyonce's, he had talked about Beyonce's daughter, which he should have just apologized and humbled himself, but he didn't. But I don't see his career really taking off like that. It might have took off a little bit, but I don't see good stuff for Saucy. I don't. I really don't. Like, that's the last thing you want to do is mess with Oshun's daughters, or mess with, you know, she loves your personality. You know what I mean? So she's definitely not playing around when it comes to that. You know, people mess with you, they might find themselves missing. Oh, okay. Or if not, they're definitely going to have a hardship. Oshun, she does have a heart, and she has a dark side too. She has a vulture side. So I know a lot of people want to think that Oshun is just so nice and all that. Yeah, she's a wonderful, wonderful mother. But at the same time, what happens when you mess with a mother's child, even in the animal kingdom? What happens? And she doesn't want to see you upset and cry. She loves your personality. She loves the fact that you're classy. She loves the fact that, you can joke and, just be happy, because when you're not happy, she's not happy. It's a problem, and that's why I say, when I tell people, if you go messing around with a lot of the people that's associated with the Orishas, this it's a wrap. It's over. This That's something you don't want to play with. Leave them alone. Try not to get into it with them. But yeah, she loves your personality, and I feel the love too. She loves you. Because you have been, giving her offerings and doing different things like that for her. And that's something that she doesn't take lightly. They appreciate those things. They do. They appreciate those things that you do for them. Yes, yes. So there that is for the 5 minutes. And if you'd like for me to keep going, let me know, or we can get into another question or whatnot. But yeah, Oshun, she's, very protective of her people. And I'll say, even her sons too, a lot of men, they're crowned Oshun too. So we can't forget about them, you know. And, I know that we as, women, we talk about the daughters and stuff a lot like that, but, she does have some sons that are under her, or that has been crowned by her, or by the Santeria tradition, or the Yoruba traditions. So so when you come across some people, like the Santeria people, they have their own stuff about Oshun, and then the Yoruba people have their own stuff about Oshun. And a lot of it is the same, but like I said, some of the houses are the same. So sometimes you might come across some people who may say, you're not saying that right. That's not how you pronounce it. But a lot of us, like in America too, I know a lot of people say Ochun, Ochun. And then, a lot of people say Oshun, Oshun. So it's a language thing. It's a language thing. So, and then there's different aspects of Oshun as well. So that's something I'll definitely try to make a video over pretty soon. I think that will be helpful. And so that way I can get the correct information of all of the other names that she go by. Because I don't want to say any names right here tonight and then I'm saying the wrong name. So I'd rather get, like a video and make sure I have pronounced the names right. Because I know that a lot of people find my channel and, they'll say, this isn't, you didn't say that right. You didn't pronounce that right. I'm like, oh my gosh, tomato, tomato. I mean, you live in America, you live in Nigeria, you live in Cuba. Sometimes the pronunciations are going to be a little different. Like some people say Shango, then some people say Chango. It just depends, So you guys, I guess that is going to be a wrap for tonight. And I appreciate all of y'all for stopping by. especially you, AK. I appreciate your support so much. You've been so supportive to me. And, you're welcome here anytime. And I'm going to scroll back up here. And Califia, I appreciate you coming through. It's my first time meeting you tonight. Thank you so much again for stopping through. And also we have Barbie Chronicles. She's been rocking with me for a minute now, and I appreciate you coming through so much. Okay, so AK has another question. Yes. Let me shuffle the cards right quick while I read that. It says, will I have issues or setbacks from the current spa that I am working at in terms of management or co-workers? Okay. Let's see what the cards say about that. Let's see. Cut the cards. All right. And we're going to set the timer. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So, wow, this card popped back up again. I don't think so. I don't believe you're going to have any problems like you. I don't have any problems. I mean, I don't think you're going to have any problems here. All right. And I'm seeing like the people extending a peaceful olive branch to you, trying to get along or, do their job or work together. I don't see you going to have that issue right here, and this card is also representing, like the spiritual realm, and that's, like with your ancestors, Oshun protecting you, and like I told you guys that, it's taught and said that the spirits live in our head, the obosun up here in our head. So this is, what's going on with you. I don't think you're going to have any problems like that, and I think that you only have to deal with like regular, like work issues, and let me turn that around, regular work issues, just making sure that you are, doing your work and, manifesting things, growing more money, more abundance, you know, more clients, different things like that. And like I said here, this right here, this is going to be like a peaceful situation here, so you're not going to get that, you're not going to get that flack, that push against you like that. I'm not saying there's going to be like perfect, you'll still be dealing with work, people and stuff and all that. But, you're not going to have, you're not going to have the issue like that, not like you did before, and guess who's going to make sure you don't have it? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, shoot. She's going to make sure you don't have it. Like I said, Yeah. So it's good. Whatever you're doing, like with your offerings or, giving the fresh water, whatever that it is that you're doing, even entertaining her, telling her jokes and stuff like that, it's working. It's working. And, if you take a close look at this card right here, I mean, you're getting all of this, knowledge and power and, I mean, these people, they just not going to be able to touch you. And I can even hear and see like a vision of you doing your own thing, like you being able to do your own business as well. If there's something that you've been thinking about, or if there's something that you've been wanting to do, it's like here, all of this knowledge is going to be flowing to you. And you probably have noticed like, things are, kind of going like, oh, wow, like, okay, this and this is working. Okay, let me make sure I do this, let me make sure I got that going, so yeah, you're, definitely getting more knowledge as well, is what I'm saying. Like you're being bestowed, more knowledge and blessings. And that's the reason why a lot of people work with deities and, they work with the Orishas or they work with the Loa, so they can obtain things in this life, even people that, go to church and pray or whatever, they're doing that, so that they can have a better life. So, like I said, from what you're doing and everything like that, Ocean is very pleased. You're not going to have any problems at this job. Not like that. Now, I'm not saying like you won't have a problem, like, where's my stuff, or or something like that. But it won't be nothing like it was before. You'll be able to work with these people because it's like these people are different. They want to, keep their jobs and work and, keep things going. So, yes, and that's that in the 5 minutes, AK. So, if you want me to keep going, let me know. I appreciate you so much. And for anybody else who just tuned in, I'm doing live tarot card readings, and I'm going to be on for a little bit longer. Or if AK is done with me, I'll probably go ahead and get off. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me see here. AK says, okay. AK has a question here. She said, I gave Oshun and Papa Legba money on their altar. What do I do with the money? Oh, you leave it there. Uh-huh. Yeah, you leave it there. Do not take it off. Like that's their money. You know what I mean? So like I have my money to issue on his altar, some dollar bills and, some change and coins or whatnot. That's his money. So yeah, if whatever you give them on their altar, that belongs to them. So be mindful if it's something that you can't, if it's something that you can't really give or feel like you don't need to give that much, you need to listen to that because that's them too. They know your whole situation. You want to make sure you give them something that you feel comfortable with. And it doesn't have to be a whole lot. It can be $1. It can be $2. I know I got Oshun like $100 bill on my altar, but I've been having that $100 bill for like a few years, and the rest are like ones and fives and stuff. So yeah, once you give them that money, that's their money. Yeah. Even, the treats and stuff like that, candies and stuff like that. So if the candy goes bad or whatever, make sure, you take it off and throw it away. But like jewelry and stuff like that, all of that. Like I have a gold necklace. I have the Oshun. You know that's hers, like forever. So you definitely want to be mindful of what you give to them, because I'm not gonna lie. I remember one time I had gave Oshun, I think it was like a bracelet, and I remember, I took the bracelet back because I really wanted it, which that was a no-no because I felt bad about it after that. And I remember the next time, that's when I bought her the gold necklace. So yeah, I wouldn't, make sure it's something you're comfortable with, and it doesn't have to be anything expensive either, especially if you're just starting out or something like that. You just want to make sure it comes from the heart. I know Oshun likes nice things, but it's really important that you just keep it clean, at least keep it clean. Keep your altar clean. Make sure it's not dusty. You don't have to clean it every day, but, just make sure that it's clean and the water is changed. And yeah, that's one thing Oshun will do, is that she will bless you with some money, honey, for real. You'll have money and clients and stuff coming out of God knows where. That's what she'll do. And whatever crazy stuff that you was dealing with before, she'll remove that stuff out of your life, and yeah. But yeah, that's why a lot of these people do that, and so they can, have something more, have something extra. And it's okay. They teach us that, we're not supposed to have this, you don't supposed to be rich. Yes, we are. We're supposed to have everything that we really desire, as long as we're not, hurting anybody. Oh, okay. Oh, my little wicked witch laugh right there. Yeah. So, girl, yeah, I'm telling you. So, yeah. And then when Oshun's blessings come in, I promise you, if the jealousy will come too and all that, but she'll handle it. She'll handle it. And all they can do is just watch. That's all they can do. They can't touch you. They can't touch you, honey. Yeah. Yeah, because she's not playing around. She don't play around. Like I say, don't let the cute face fool her. She don't play around. She will turn into a vulture and pick you dry, pick you to the bones. Okay? When they tried to overthrow Oshun and look over her, when they were all in the sky, everybody was doing their thing, Abatala and all them. They was trying to, keep her away from making important decisions because they thought, she's just a little pretty face, and she was they considered her like a weak Orisha, but they was all wrong, because without Oshun, none of the dreams and plans that they created came true. And I'm gonna also make a video about that, or if not, I'll make a video reaction to that. So I'll find that for y'all too. So, because I know we're getting ready to wrap up the whole Greek mythology, the whole Greek mythology series here. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I, for one, have enjoyed it. It's been so much fun. So I might do one or two more of those, and then I'll probably get back into the Orishas, and then I might do some stuff about the Loa. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna go. I've been on for about an hour and 30 minutes, but I appreciate y'all so much. AK, I love you, sweetheart. And if you guys need me, like I said, check the description box below. You can always set up a private reading with me. I will try to be on tomorrow night, but I hate to promise stuff. But if you guys see me, make sure you're subscribed, okay? So you guys can check me out. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.